For the past several months, the Fox 59 Investigates team has been digging into the partnership between Hoosier Police Departments and federal immigration officials. Now new at 6, we're taking a deep dive into this topic. Thanks for watching. I'm Birchelle Edmay.
And I'm Dan Spieler. Back in July, we brought you an exclusive report about the Avon Police Department conducting a joint operation with ICE agents to arrest individuals who are in the country illegally.
Now Fox 59's Max Lewis has new documents and video showing exactly how that operation happened.
The traffic stops all begin like normal.
Do you have your license, registration, insurance information on you?
During this one, Officer Sean Miller pulls over this 19-year-old for having a cover over his license plate. He takes his driver's license and registration and then goes back to his car. That's when things deviate from the standard procedure. Officer Miller takes out his phone and snaps a picture of the man's license and sends it in a group text that included ICE agents. About 10 minutes later, those agents show up and haul him away.
Reason for the stop, you're just going a little fast, okay? It's only a 45, you're going 55, okay?
Throughout the morning, the same thing happened again and again. In this one, Officer Kevin Roach pulled over a work van with 3 Hispanic men in the front. After taking their information, he sends it to the agents, and they show up and take those men into custody. According to sources, ICE was with Avon police yesterday as they conducted dozens and dozens of traffic stops. We initially reported on this ICE operation the day after it happened, which drew an angry response from Avon's police chief, Sean Stoops. He released a statement after our story aired, saying ICE reached out to him and offered to assist in identifying people who provided false or misleading information to his officers. He maintained that this was still their standard July traffic blitz and pushed back on any suggestions of racial profiling, calling it, quote, dangerously irresponsible, and saying those accusations, quote, seek to compromise the integrity of our officers, our agency, and our community.
Did you round you up a good bunch or what?
One throw.
I got 2 in the last one. I got 3 in this car.
But in all the videos we watched, nobody refused to identify themselves, and the footage makes it clear that the goal of the entire operation was to round up illegal immigrants.
What's their goal they're shooting for?
I don't know if there was there?
I think Eric said like 20-something.
Some of the officers celebrated when the agents said they would take the person they had pulled over.
Oh, is this mine? Hell yeah. He said we'll take him. Sweet.
And at least some of those officers were targeting a specific type of vehicle.
We're trying to get work vans pulling out here. Every single one is a no-go.
Speedway East, brother.
Huh?
Speedway East.
The work vans. Gee, I wonder what they mean. They mean that those work vans are usually Latinos going to work.
We showed the videos to immigration attorney Kristen Coffey. She is representing the 19-year-old who was taken into custody outside his gym. She says the man, who we're calling David, crossed the border by himself when he was 16. He and his mother were seeking asylum, fleeing violence in their home country of Honduras. They had been living in central Indiana for the past couple of years.
Did they ever really have any worries, I mean, from the time they were here about being picked up for immigration issues?
Never. They had all of their documentation. They had submitted their asylum application well before the 1-year deadline. They both had work permits, social security numbers, and they both had driver's licenses. Oh, everything was above board. Everything was what most people would say was legal. They had permission to be here.
On top of that, Coffey said David had no criminal record, but since his arrest in July, he has been sitting in an ICE holding facility in Kentucky.
He's lost a lot of weight. His hair's gotten thin. He used to have curly hair, and his hair just kind of looks listless, and he does too. Together with students from IU's Arnold Center for Investigative Journalism, we attempted to track down what happened to each of the other 22 people who were arrested by ICE agents during this sweep. The agency does not make it easy to find out what happened to them, but using jail and court records, we discovered that many were sent to the Clay County Jail, which acts as an ICE detainment facility. This man was sent to a jail in Missouri and is believed to have been deported back to Mexico. The attorney for these men tell us they were sent back to Peru. We were not able to find a criminal history on any of the people we were able to identify, and Avon police said only one of the men picked up had an active criminal warrant. Everybody wants the criminals out. By using law enforcement to help ICE, or by knowing that any encounter with law enforcement could result in ICE being called or being arrested by ICE. Everybody's afraid to call the police.
We made multiple attempts to try and interview Chief Sean Stoops for the story to ask him about the operation and those concerns about reducing trust in police, but he never responded to our requests. As for 19-year-old David's case, Coffey is working to get him released since he was seeking asylum. They're still awaiting a decision from an immigration judge. Another Central Indiana Police Department conducted a very similar traffic blitz operation with ICE agents. The Whitestown Police Department up in Boone County did a blitz less than 2 weeks after Avon's. We requested to watch the body camera videos from that blitz, but the department said we'd have to pay more than $10,000 to do so. Avon only charged us for the videos we wanted copies of. Well, we ended up purchasing anyways several videos from Whitestown, and they show a very similar operation. We'll have that part of the story tomorrow. In the studio, I'm Max Lewis. Back to you.